dirty. That's where you see the players at their best. Oh, solid.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
On which we live, work, and skate is the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary land of the Anishinaabe people, the people of the 3 fires, the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. We recognize we benefit from access to this land and the resources it provides. In offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty, bear witness to the historical and ongoing oppression of Indigenous peoples, commit to educating ourselves, and stand in solidarity against the profound and lasting impacts of genocide, forced relocation, and colonization, particularly violence towards Indigenous women and transgender and two-spirit persons. We urge everyone to learn and to take action, to celebrate and support Indigenous businesses, art, and events, to donate their time and resources to Indigenous-led organizations, to advocate for missing and murdered Indigenous women, and to preserve, restore, and give back that which has been stolen. Thank you very much, friends. Momentarily here, we are going to do rosters and kick off the fun.
All right, let's get ready for some roller derby. Let's hear our team rosters for today's first game, the Freshman Scrimmage. These are players who have been playing for a year or less, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so some folks newer to the sport, getting some experience out here. We're very excited you joined us here today at Jam Sports. I am Prince Loogie, and I'm here with my friend,
your friendly neighborhood Kraken.
That's right. So we're going to start here with the team in the white jerseys, the Freshies Salt. Number 007, Anita Spankin. Number 04, Gator. Number 1222, Brat Poison. Number 1426, Moon Cricket. Number 262, Mystic Mayhem. Number 40, Sticks. All right. Number 444, Fatality. Number 516, Medusa. Number 77, Chainsaw. Number 902, Scully. Call 911, it's parking ticket. Number 97, Hannibal. Number 49, Captain Rosie the Ruiner. And co-captain, Dr. Gene Splicer, number 5. Led by bench staff tonight, Mangler and Lucy Morals. Let's hear it for Freshies Salt.
All right, friends, on our Freshie Pepper team, we are starting off with 1925, Bralto. Number 4, Babs. 40, Back Alley Brawl. 404, Hemogoblin. 476, Red 40. 5914, Malibru's Blue. 623, Bug. 72, Ms. Demolish Her. 75, Red Zeppelin. 777, Aries. 85, Genocide. 86, Cappy Blocka. And we have captains number 92, Cherry Napalm. And 53, Knight of Slam-A-Lot. Your bench staff for your Freshie Pepper team is Stepdad Chunk and Succubus.
All right, that's going to be our teams that are going at it out here on the track today. If you have never seen roller derby live and in person before, let me hear it. Oh, we got a lot of people that are comfortable with roller derby. Thank you for coming
we've got
back.
an experienced crowd. I love it.
That's right. If you need a little refresher, what's going to happen is we have a series of 2-minute jams. The players with the stars on their helmet are the jammers for each team, and their goal is to break through a pack of blockers and go all the way around the track, picking up 1 point for every blocker on the opposite team they pass on that second time around. They get a point for each successful
each hip that they pass.
Each pip they pass. So we're getting set up for our first jam here. The jammer, the first out of the pack is your lead jammer, and they have the power to call it off anytime before 2 minutes. All right, at the jam line for Freshie Salt, we have Fatality.
And looks like we have 777 Aries as the blocker, or as the jammer for Pepper.
Fatality is the lead jammer, the first one out of the pack. You'll note the official that is pointing at Fatality saying this is the jammer. The
Aries
jammer
is out and starting their scoring pass now for Pepper. Looks like the blockers still have Fatality stuck in the pack.
Oh, we've got a penalty call.
We've got a Pepper
40.
blocker, going to the box. Going to think about their life choices for the next 30 seconds.
Fatality makes it through and picks up 4 points for Freshie Salt.
Aries still struggling to make it through the pack.
4 more for Fatality and Freshie Salt in the white jerseys.
The Salt line is doing a good job of shutting Aries down still. That is a tough wall to break through. pushing. Aries doing a great job of trying to push that salt blocker up and gets out for 4 points.
Give it up for Aries. It's a hard-fought battle to break through. And Fatality will call off that jam as Aries makes a scoring approach, trying to shut it down before the Pepper team can capitalize.
And that's touching your hips and bringing your hands up to your shoulders. No, not crossing, just straight. Yep. That was a great start for the Salt team.
Right, for the Freshy Salt in the white jerseys, it is Gator jamming. Looking for a way through on the inside, but stepping out of bounds.
Our Pepper Jammer is out in lead jam. That is number 1925, Bralto. Did a phenomenal job of getting through the pack quickly there. The Salt Jammer has been recycled back and having to make their way back through. Bralto fighting up against a strong white salt wall. And Bralto makes it for 4 points.
So we have a star pass to the pivot. The pivot is the blocker, is the only person that can pick up the star from the jammer and become a new jammer of record. Salt passed off that helmet cover, but wasn't able to pick up any points.
That's okay, though. That's actually a really good strategic move, because then the Pepper team is going to want to call it off before that Salt skater can come back around and get points. So that's actually incredibly smart to do.
Puts a little extra pressure on that way if you're having trouble getting the jammer out. We've got Moon Cricket jamming for the Salt. And Back Alley Brawl jamming for Fresh Pepper. Moon Cricket is your lead jammer. Back Alley Brawl still searching for a way through the blockers.
Almost through.
Oh, finds a way through on the inside.
Back Alley Brawl is out. And coming up to their scoring pass. Looks like it's a power jam.
That's right. Moon Cricket is warming up the penalty box over there.
So that sets up the Pepper team on a strategic, what we call a power jam, because that will allow them an advantage. And they are out for 4 points and called it off. That will allow the Salt team to still start one down, and Pepper starts in a power jam.
That's right. Speaking of the penalty box that Moon Cricket was warming up, we want to thank our penalty box sponsors, the Garage Bar and Grill. We got a lot of folks to help Derby happen here in town, including sponsors. So we want to thank the Garage Bar and Grill for their support. Getting set up for jam number 4 here with Moon Cricket in the penalty box. And Aries jamming for Team Fresh Pepper.
And Aries is out. And it looks like
Moon Cricket is as well.
So we have a full pack now. Oh, nope. We've got a Salt blocker in the penalty box.
Aries goes down and Moon Cricket sneaks through as Aries calls off the jam. We like to try to keep our games fun for all of our spectators, so we have some great vendors you can check out in between jams and in between games. We have Arctic Freeze here with their dried candies, fruits, and vegetables. We have Anya's Soda Pop selling dirty sodas and flavored syrups and cream with no alcohol. We have the Crafty Kajit selling handmade bags and accessories. Please check out our vendors that keep things fun here at Roller Derby. Oh, Styx is your lead jammer for Fresh Salt.
And it looks like Bralto is out of the pack and in starting their scoring pass.
Sticks trying to find a way through, sneaks around the
Sticks
inside.
did a fantastic job.
And calls it off before Bralto can pick up any points on that pass. Let's see. Maybe they're talking about it.
And looks like
Oh,
Pepper picked up 2 points.
2 points to Pepper. Well done.
Fantastic. That puts the score 20 Salt to 14 Pepper.
A couple other vendors of note. The Braid Stadium is here doing custom braids and extensions, tinsel. You want to get your do freshened up? Or check out Groovy Gemini, blind date with a book for adults and kids. Earrings and urban jewelry. Hannibal is your lead jammer. As Aries hangs out, or Bralto hangs out in the penalty box. Ooh. Hannibal picking up some points. Up on their feet quickly. Skaters don't stay down too long.
And Bralto is back on the track and making their way through the pack. And gets through.
Got a track cut called on Hannibal. That means that Hannibal stepped out of bounds, being affected by another skater and stepped back in front of that person. So they shouldn't have progressed forward after being knocked out of bounds. They needed to recycle.
Which means that Pepper is now in a power jam.
That's right. Bralto is on the way, picking up some points. Ooh, big hit there.
Rosie did a
Rosie
phenomenal
the
job.
ruiner. Bralto resets, tries again. Finding a way through the pack. Oh, scoots around the outside.
Rosie reforms. That Salt
Rosie.
Wall is preparing to accept that Pepper jammer again.
Right.
Hannibal is back in and made it through.
Hey. I think Rosie was teleporting from the back to the front there.
Oh, that is 100% a very classic Rosie the Ruiner move. It's impressive because on the track they will just appear.
It's a good time. All right, that's going to end jam number 6. Fresh Salt picking up 10 points, and Fresh Pepper right there with 8. All right, and we are underway with Jam 7 Fatality, jamming for Fresh Salt. Oh, but your lead jammers for Pepper.
Back Alley Brawl is lead jammer for Pepper, and Fatality is hot on their trail. Back Alley Brawl calls it off strategically.
You may be asking yourself, how do those rough and tumble athletes of Grand Raggidy Roller Derby keep their pearly white smiles intact? Well, it's thanks to those fine folks at O'Brien and Ellison Dentistry. They help support the team by providing custom fit mouth guards. So if you're looking for high quality, family friendly dentistry, check out O'Brien and Ellison. Hey, O'Brien. Oh, Aries gets a track cut call, progressing forward again after stepping out of bounds. Heads to the garage bar and grill.
Which means
box.
that your Salt Jammer is now lead. Ooh,
That's
skating
right.
up that outside line, narrowly avoided a hit and kept on going.
That's right. Let's see what Gator does with this power jam, this TJ Holmes power jam here. Teams talking to each other, trying to figure out what to do, how to make away. Gator cycles back to reset.
Looks like Rosie the Ruiner was trying to make a little space for their jammer to get through, and they found a way on the outside with a fancy little turnaround.
Nice moves by Gator there.
Aries is back on the track and making their way through.
Oh, another track cut there for Aries. Keeping that penalty box warm.
And Salt calls it off so that they can start the next jam on a power jam.
Go. We are underway.
We are in 9. Looks like Styx is your jammer of record for the Salt team.
In a power jam position here as Aries is in the penalty box. Styx fighting up against some formidable pepper blockers up front there. Nida Slam a lot. Leading the pack there. Oh. Styx finds a way around.
Those last 2 blockers were tough. Aries pushed.
Reset after taking a tumble. Calling it off as Moon Cricket makes an approach. Let's hear it for the Freshies Scrimmage players out here putting their hearts into this game for y'all.
So everybody knows both teams have a couple of experienced skaters to help the Freshies kind of think about strategy, know where to go, know placement, you know, the things that they need to be doing, help kind of herd the group along so the Freshies aren't just out there by themselves. So we do have some experienced people kind of helping and supporting. Looks like 1925 for Pepper. That's Bralto.
Bralto out front. Fatality.
And they are the lead.
Right, Fatality still working at the back. Oh, taking down some Pepper and breaking on through.
Number 7-2, Miss Demolisher yells, "I love you" at Fatality after that massive hit.
We're all friends here.
You know, that's one thing I love about Derby. You see massive hits, like we take each other out and we yell, "I love you."
A little bit of guilt, maybe. A little bit of love. It's
I mean, mostly love and a little guilt. You know, a little. It's all
They
right.
signed up for this, right?
We pay to do this. We love it.
We'd like to mention our always supporting law offices of Stephan and Avery, attorneys at law. For your legal needs, call 616-784-5080. Stephan and Avery, attorneys at law.
Starting jam number 12, looks like we have 4-0. Back Alley Brawl is the jammer going up against Hannibal, number 9-7, and Hannibal is lead.
Back Alley Brawl is in pursuit, picking up the pace, though. Not going to make this an easy one for Hannibal.
Ooh, Hannibal flies up that inside line and calls it off. Pepper also picked up 2 points.
Scully jamming for Salt, while Red 40 is at the jam line for the Pepper team. Looks like, ooh, Red 40 zips on through on the outside. Well, Scully's still dealing with some Pepper blockers, trying to find a way around Slam-A-Lot, bouncing back a little ping pong action there between.
Misdemeanor and Slam-A-Lot keeping Scully at bay. Red 40 just barreling their way through. Gets another 4 points.
Right, Scully cycling back, resetting, still trying to make their way through the pack of blockers.
Red 40 makes it through.
We've got a star pass to Dr. Gene Splicer, the pivot for the round. Now the jammer. As soon as able, Dr. Gene Splicer will have to put that star over the pivot cover with the stripe.
Ms. Demolisher tried to make a space for Red 40, but that white wall reformed around her, and Red 40 calls it off.
Nice 8 points there for Pepper. Aries out there for Pepper. Oh, but a fatality for Salt.
Woo!
Just tiptoes through on the inside and is the lead jammer for this 14th jam of the first period.
You know, I have been watching Fatality, and they hit hard. Ooh.
Oh, Rosie the Ruiner heads to the penalty box.
And Aries is on their scoring pass. Fatality calls it off.
I don't understand. I need to watch a video. You can ward off all your back pain like a derby skater with Dr. Ward at Active Life Chiropractic, Grand Raggidy's official league chiropractor. Here we go, Jam 15. What do we got here? Malibru's for Fresh Pepper and Hannibal out there again for Salt.
Looks like Hannibal is your lead jammer, but Malibru's is hot on their trail. Malibu's powering through that white wall. I see both packs setting up. Jammers coming through. Slam-A-Lot stopping Hannibal with just a big block saying, nope, and I love you.
Hannibal bravely going straight for it, though. All right.
Phenomenal effort by all of our new skaters. I want a quick shout out to all of our refs and officials. We can't derby without them.
That is the truth.
And all of our volunteers. Thank you for running all of the things.
Yeah, should we share a little? We should tell people who these folks are.
Ooh.
In game one, we got head referee Catastro Steve, the inside pack referee Phil, jammer refs Jaguar and Silo, outside pack refs Painbow Sherbert and the great Cornholio, as well as Spinelli, with Moxie as an alternate for today's game. Those are your skating officials. We also have a host of non-skating officials that are keeping stats, that are tracking penalties, that are running the scoreboard as well. And it takes a whole lot of folks to make this stuff happen.
Yeah, these games are all skater-run games, league-run games. You know, we don't have big, fancy sponsors, and so, you know, it takes a lot of sweat and effort and love to make this sport happen.
That's right. If you want to get involved, you can go to grandraggidy.com to find out more about how you can become a skater. We start from nothing and get you on wheels, or you could do one of these other awesome league jobs as well. Oh!
Looks like we have 4-0 at Pepper, which is Back Alley Brawl, who sprinted out of that pack. Hannibal is the Salt Jammer,
right,
rethinking her life choices in the penalty box for a moment.
That's right. Let's see this TJ
Back
Holmes.
Alley Brawl powers past that last Salt blocker.
Oh, we got a track cut call.
Oh, looks like Rosie the Ruiner is going to the penalty box for a few seconds. Back Alley Brawl makes it through again. Hannibal is on the track trying to power their way through and finds a way on the inside line.
Back Alley.
Back Alley Brawl.
Ooh, catching a little bit of air, sneaking around a blocker, picking up some more points.
Phenomenal job.
We're having a good time here at Grand Raggedy Roller Derby tonight.
So Pepper is slowly closing that gap. They are just 4 points behind Salt. This is a close game. And for any newbies out in the stands and chairs, 4 points, 10 points, 15 points, 16 points, you can change that in a single 2-minute jam. So this is not a big deal. It is anybody's game.
All right, Jam 17 is underway. Moon Cricket for Fresh Salt. Aries for Fresh Pepper. The Jammers, ooh, Moon Cricket picking up some speed and busting out of the pack. Okay. Aries recycling back after hopping out of bounds.
Aries almost got through. Cricket made it through. Aries struggling through the pack. That white wall ready to meet them at the top.
Moon Cricket scoots on by again for another full points. Some good communication from Captain Slam-A-Lot, guiding.
Oh, Pepper, Aries going to the box for a back block. That white wall did a phenomenal job of just reforming and continuing to catch. That is a very sad place to be as the jammer.
Moon Cricket sneaking around Slam-A-Lot for another full pass.
Cricket is very, very quick, and they will find any small little space to take.
Maybe it should be Quicket. That was my dad joke. That's all I got.
Looks like Anita Spankin's going to the penalty box for a moment.
Been a very bad skater. Not really, that was just a joke about their name. Moon Cricket makes another scoring pass. This is a big jam for Moon Cricket.
Aries made their way through the pack.
It's going to be a full 2 minutes here. And that is a lot of skating in circles. All right, give it up for these skaters out here, putting their effort into this, put their backs into a good job, Moon Cricket. It's a lot of skating. 20-point jam there for Fresh Salt.
Yep. Just over 6 minutes left in this jam, and it has been a tough first half. A lot of good walls, a lot of good reforming. Looks like we've got maybe 0-4 Gator for Salt team.
Genocide out there for the Pepper.
Oh, and Gator gets pushed out and recycled all the way back. Finds their way through that Pepper pack and is out for lead.
Did not keep Gator down for long.
Genocide makes it through.
Woo. Gator almost through, but missed Demolisher. Really putting some power into that to hold back Gator from picking up some more
And the Salt Jammer
points.
meets a prepared Pepper wall. Jenna's pushing, trying to get around that the Salt pack.
These blockers are all playing offense and defense at the same time, trying to be aware of what's coming and trying to make room for their own jammer to get through. There's a lot to pay attention to here. Brat Poison heads to the penalty box for Salt, as well as number 72 for Pepper, Miss Demolisher. Salt picking up a few points.
That was a big jam.
Got about 4 minutes left in the first period here. And we have some fun happening, and don't miss our awesome halftime event. We have a special halftime performances by local K-pop dance group Hoodies. They currently have 11 hardworking and passionate players that are making up the current team. They're located in Grand Rapids, so you can follow them on Instagram as well. So don't miss the fun and good times coming to you during halftime.
And Hoodies actually is raising money so they can go to a competition in South Korea. Because they're going to be at a K-pop competition. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
We're really excited to host them at our halftimes today.
That's right. After checking out Hoodies, make sure to check out our food truck outside, get some good eats. Check out our game day vendors. Check out the merch booth over there supporting Grand Raggidy so they can continue to put on awesome events like this and travel to games and tournaments.
Yeah, I know the B team attack is going up to Keweenaw this August. And so we're excited for that. And I believe All-Stars are going to Boston.
Awesome.
So good times.
Yeah, pick up a t-shirt, pick up a keychain, pick
it's
up a
super
hat.
helpful to the team. Shout out to our track crew, keeping our track safe and intact after the skaters kind of tear it up, skating back and forth.
Want to thank our medical staff for today's game. We can't even put skates on without medical professionals here, making sure that we have people to support this team, keep everybody safe. We want to thank William Schaefer, MD, and Crystal Dodge, She-Rex. Thank you so much for making sure that everybody is here and safe.
Crystal just had a phenomenal competition recently. She is a bodybuilder, and it was amazing.
I don't know how you can
looked
carry all
like
that metal around.
Fire out there.
Right up to there. All right, here we go. Jam 19. After a little official business and that official timeout got sorted out, and now Styx is the lead jammer for Salt.
And we've got 1925 Bralto for Pepper. Styx is out as your lead jammer. Bralto still struggling against a very strong white blocking or Salt blocking line. Bralto makes it through and is starting their scoring pass. Styx got recycled back though.
That's right. Yep, but making their way out again.
I heard Knight of Slam-A-Lot out there barking at the opposing jammer.
That's right, putting the fear into them.
It's terrifying when you're out there and you're trying to get through and suddenly somebody's barking at you from behind you. It is a little unsettling.
I move faster when Slam-A-Lot barks at me.
It's true. I think we all do. For Pepper, we've got skater Back Alley Brawl lining up. Looks like going up against 444 Fatality on the Salt team. Ooh, Back Alley Brawl runs up that inside line.
Fatality picking up some steam here, trying to push through and gets free as well.
Fatality is so strong. They are so strong.
Back alley brawl takes a little tumble.
Back
And
alley brawl calls it off before
Just-
Fatality can score any points.
Just in time.
Looks like somebody got called on a track cut. Ah, yes, one of the Salt skaters. Which means Salt is going to start the next jam one blocker down, giving the Pepper jammer a bit of an advantage.
A little TJ Holmes power jam.
We really appreciate TJ Holmes and all of our sponsors.
That's right. Brent Raggidy would also like to thank DeFord Design and Jack Cunin Photography for capturing all of the great action as our league photographers.
We
Thank
love
you.
our photographers. They get all of our craziest, most powerful angles.
Right, making us look good. Hannibal jamming for Salt.
That is a strong Pepper wall holding Hannibal, but that gives us
Blocka.
Cappy Blocka. First time out as jammer, I think,
so.
this game. Is
That's
that
right.
correct? And they powered their way through that wall.
First jam, first lead.
Hannibal pushed out on that inside line again, recycled all the way back. Slam-A-Lot is bringing them back. Cappy Blocka still making their way.
One more.
Got through that
all right.
last blocker.
4 points, Cappy Blocka.
Hannibal got pushed out on that outside line.
Cycling back.
Cappy Blocka calls it off.
All right. If you wonder how our skaters stay fit off the track, they have GR Strength Underground to thank for that. They offer personal training to all skaters to keep them hitting hard on the track. Look up GR Strength Underground on Facebook. This could be the last jam of the period. We'll see what happens out here. Gator jamming for Salt. Aries out there for Pepper.
Both of them working very strong blocking lines.
Cherry Napalm holding back Gator. But Gator sneaks on the
Gator makes it
outside.
through. Aries still struggling against that wall. Getting a little O from Cherry, though. We love getting a little help from our friends. Looks like that cap was attempted to be passed, but they were down. So you can't, for our newer spectators, you cannot pass the cap if you as the skater are on a knee or somehow not on your feet, right? You can only pass that cap when you are on your feet to another pivot that is also on their feet. So they had to attempt that cap pass again. Gator getting through for another 4 points.
And we do have a new jammer now.
Ooh.
The star has been passed.
Genocide, I believe, is our jammer of record now on Pepper. Is that correct?
And that is correct.
Fantastic.
It's going to be called off. And that's going to be the first half of the game. Give it up for Salt and Pepper.
We love our newer skaters.
Be sure to check out hoodies here at halftime and refresh yourself with some snacks and food. Thanks so much for joining us here at Jam Sports.
All right, friends, we would like to announce our local Grand Rapids K-pop dance troupe, Hoodies, who are here to perform as they prepare to travel and compete in South Korea this fall. So everybody, please give a very warm welcome and a round of applause to Hoodies.
All right, here we go. It's time for the second period of our first game this afternoon. Fresh Pepper trails behind Fresh Salt, 63-92. Getting set up here. We're underway. Hannibal jamming for Fresh Salt. Malibu's Blue for Pepper. And Hannibal is out front as the lead jammer.
Rosie, I saw, played some good O to help get Hannibal out, and then they quickly repositioned to stop Bruise. Ooh, and Bruise is out, found a little hole, and took it.
All right, Hannibal picking up 4 points.
And
Hannibal
calls it off before Bruise could get fully through the pack. But Bruise did pick up 3 more points. That was really smart of Bruise, because I saw Bruise pushing right through the end of that last whistle, and that's what they train them to do, right? Because you want to keep pushing right up until that last whistle,
right.
And that's how you pick up that last little point, you know?
Every second counts out here.
Mm-hmm. We have Back Alley Brawl lining up for Pepper.
And Sticks jamming for Fresh Salt.
Both of them have been very successful jammers this game so far.
That is right.
Sticks is out as lead jammer.
We've got 100%
And
100% success rate for every time Sticks has come to the jam line.
And Back Alley Brawl went to the penalty box to think about their choices for a bit, so Salt is on a power jam.
Let's see what they can do to make the
They
most
are
of this.
still meeting a strong Pepper wall, and they got called on a track cut. Oh no, so we're gonna have a jammer swap.
Yep, so now Pepper's jammer will pop out as soon as Sticks takes a seat, and the jam will continue.
So fun fact, if one jammer is already in the penalty box and the other jammer goes to the penalty box before the full 30 seconds are served, that original jammer leaves as soon as the second jammer gets there, and then the second jammer only has to serve the same amount of time that that first jammer serves. So if it was only like 10 seconds, they only sit for 10 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, Back Alley Brawl is through. I see both packs lining up here to receive that jammer. Back Alley Brawl working that Salt line. Salt line still holding strong.
Sticks is back in it, but
Scully doing a
Pepper
great
is-
job of holding Sticks. And Sticks is through. Back Alley Brawl is out of the pack. I saw Scully doing some really good defense there. Oh, looks like we've got Medusa going to the penalty box.
that's going to end that jam with a mass of humanity on the track.
Clean up in aisle 3, I believe that was.
Special thanks to the University of Michigan Health West Sports Medicine. Dr. K and their wonderful support staff get our skaters back on the track as quickly as possible. They help us at 1310 East Beltline Avenue Southeast in Grand Rapids, as well as provide medical coverage during our games. Thanks a lot to University of Michigan Health West Sports Medicine. Gator is out quick as the lead jammer for Salt. Aries almost there. Yep. Aries makes their way out as well. Good teamwork out there. Pepper really shutting down Gators' immediate. We got a Capit block heads to the penalty box for multiplayer, I believe is what they said.
Multiplayer, okay, yep. That does mean that the Pepper Jammer, who's coming out next, if they get stuck behind a wall, they are unable to pass that cap, and they're just going to have to grind it out until their pivot gets back.
Yep. We got Anita Spankin here for Salt.
And Malibru's, I believe, is our jammer. Malibru's is our jammer for Pepper.
All right, it looks like Anita Spankin is the lead jammer.
Malibru's still working that line.
That's their, I believe this is Anita Spankin's first time jamming this game as well.
Malibru's gets pushed out at the top of the apex there. Recycled all the way back by parking ticket.
Some quick footwork around the outside for Anita Spankin.
Yeah, that was some fancy step in there. Malibru's still working that white line, gets pushed out by parking ticket.
Getting up close and personal over here with the announcer booth. Anita Spankin cycles back. Malibru's, they're kind of resetting from a similar position.
Malibru's meeting a very strong Salt wall. Anita also stuck behind the Pepper wall. There was a little O attempted there by parking ticket, but Ms. Demolisher pushed Anita out on the inside line.
All right, Anita makes it through, picking up some points. Malibru's looking to make some progress through the Salt
And Anita
blockers.
flies through on that inside line.
This one looked a little easier than the last pass.
Yeah,
picking up some momentum there.
Got a pile up there on that inside line.
We do have a star pass. Cappy Block picked up the star.
And that was a full 2-minute jam.
That was. They were grinding out for a full 2 minutes. That's a long time to be at war with your friends. Fatality for Salt is the jammer, but your lead jammer is Back Alley Brawl with just a hop, skip, and a jump into that lead jammer position.
And Fatality is out quickly as well. Both jammers have been very successful today so far. Back Alley Brawl meets Rosie the Ruiner, pushes Rosie right out of the way, gets out of the pack, and calls it off quickly.
Nice. Looks like Fatality's picking up lead jam about 33% of the time that they are jammer, putting 19 points total on the board for Salt. And Back Alley, 71% of lead jammer on their jam attempts. 30 points for the Pepper team.
Looks like we have Aries jamming for Pepper.
And Hannibal is back out there again for Salt.
Aries meets Dr. Gene Splicer. And manages to get through. Aries meets Parking Ticket. Parking Ticket says no thank you. Aries pushing against a white wall there, a salt wall.
Parking Ticket heads to the penalty box for Salt.
They got
Hannibal
a failure
breaks
to
through.
reform penalty.
The pack has to be within 20 feet of each other. If they get too spread out, then somebody gets a penalty and gets to warm up the seats at the penalty box.
Hannibal called it off. I think there might have been a little confusion as to who was lead there.
Gator out on the floor for Salt.
And red 40 for Pepper, and red 40 just powers through. Gator still trying to make their way through the track and made it through.
That's right. Gators picking up the pace to put some pressure on red 40.
Red 40 tiptoes up that inside curve. Oh, and gets a penalty. So red 40 is going to the penalty box. Gator's now in a power jam with Salt.
That's right. Let's see what Gator can do here.
You know, games really can be won and lost on penalties.
Nice offense there on Salt, making room for Gator to scoot by.
If your jammer or too many of your blockers are sitting in the penalty box for too long during a game, you're just letting the other team, you know, take those opportunities.
Yep, they can you really feel that loss if it's too often, too frequent. A forearm block here.
Pepper blocker, 7-5 going to the penalty box for a forearm. Red and Gator both flying out of the pack now.
Ooh, it's a race.
It is a race. And it is also, I believe, a 2-minute jam because the lead jammer got a penalty, and so now they are no longer lead.
Gator on the inside, unscathed. Red 40 gets hung up a little bit and recycled back.
40 finding a space on that inside curve. Gator also gets through. Oh.
Track cut on Gator. Just in time, so that means that Pepper will start with a power jam.
They sure will.
The next jam.
That'll give Pepper a good opportunity to pick up some points.
Yeah,
this game is still winnable for Pepper, right? They're
right.
only 45 or so points down. That's a couple 3 good jams.
Yep, 2-3 big jams, and they're right there where they need to be.
Yeah.
Want to thank Kyrgyz Insurance, a family-owned and operated independent insurance agency located in Ionia, serving Michigan for nearly 45 years. As an independent agency, Kyrgyz shops and compares the best insurance options across multiple carriers on your behalf to find the best combination of cost and coverage. Call, email, or stop in for a quote. That's Kyrgyz Insurance in Ionia. Thanks for your support, Kyrgyz Insurance. If you're having so much fun, you don't want this night to end after game 2, there will be an after party at the Fulton Street Pub. There is karaoke, there is food. That's what you're feeling tonight. Join us after the game at Fulton Street Pub.
So back alley brawl is the Pepper Jammer, and they have a penalty is what they have, which means that we are going to have a jammer swap. And so Salt is now on a power jam. I don't believe it'll last too long, though, because we really just started.
Just got underway.
Yep. But they are out. And they are lead. Gators lead.
Back alley brawls headed towards the track as well. Looks like Salt is ready for it. Forming a nice tripod there.
Gator takes Malibu's Blue out with a big hit, and they make it through the track.
That's 4 points for Gator.
Back alley brawl still trying to find a way through. Right now that tripod is holding. And back alley brawl gets through. Pepper team doing a good job of reforming in front of that Salt jammer. And Gator calls it off.
That's right. Another proud sponsor of Grand Raggidy Roller Derby is Hulse Jepson Physical Therapy. They have 22 convenient locations across West Michigan and personalized treatment to suit each person's specific needs because every injury is unique to them. Hulse Jepson Physical Therapy is 100% locally owned and offers a variety of treatment options, including dry needling, cupping, and concussion management. Learn more at hjphysicaltherapy.com, hjphysicaltherapy.com, or follow them on social media. That's Hulse Jepson Physical Therapy.
Sticks jamming for Salt and gets out of the pack very, very quickly. Bralto took just a second longer, but they are also now out of the pack and on their first scoring pass. Sticks still trying to find a way through the pack.
A lot of weaving in and out, trying to find the best option. On their feet and out. Oh, neck
Sticks and
with
Bralto both.
Picking up 4 points.
And it is a race to the pack. Both jammers right there meeting their respective blockers.
All right, Sticks breaks through and calls it off before Bralto can get all the way through. Anita Spankin facing off against Red 40.
Red 40 for Pepper jamming.
Anita Spankin back out there.
Anita tried that inside line, and Ms. Demolisher said no.
Recycling way back as Red 40 is the lead jammer.
Anita's out.
If you have questions about roller derby, Scary Magdalene's walking around with flags and funny pigtails, has a sign that says, "Ask me about roller derby." So if you have any questions, find Scary Magdalene, wave her down, and she'll come and talk to you about derby. If you have any questions and want to learn more about how this game works, what the penalties are, there's a lot to learn.
You know, Scary's not that scary.
That's true. Scary is not too scary.
Both jammers in the pack, struggling to get through right now on this pass. Anita hit out.
Red 40 in the thick of it calls off the jam.
That Salt wall kept reforming in front of Pepper, or in front of Red 40 there. That was really good reforming and holding. And Pepper has now cleared the 100 mark. So it is now going into Jam 11, 158 Salt, 106 Pepper.
All right, here we go. Fatality. Ooh. Lead jammer already for Salt. Cherry Napalm is...
Ooh, we have Cherry jamming up against Fatality. Right. Fantastic. Two very powerful skaters. They're both very strong. Fancy little spin there by Fatality on that inside line to call it off. Looks like they picked up 4 and Pepper was unable to get any this jam. Thank you so much to all of our fans coming out and hanging out with us on this gorgeous, gorgeous day.
That's right. If you're having a good time, let us hear you out there tonight.
Who's having a good time?
Who's having a good time? We want to hear you. All right.
What? Fantastic. Looks like Pepper is taking a timeout, so they're just going to take a minute and discuss, take a breather.
That's right. This is an opportunity to tell you about some more of our faithful sponsors. The Garage Bar and Grill has happy hour food, great cocktails, and live music. Your friendly neighborhood bar.
I think I'm going there Thursday night, actually,
Nice.
with a few friends.
If you would like chicken strips the size of your head or
Oh, their chicken
nachos
strips are enormous.
for the
Their
whole
nachos are
family.
like, it's like a platter. It's huge.
Want to thank Jennifer Bowden Psychiatry. Dr. Bowden has completed triple board training in pediatrics psychiatry and child and adolescent psychiatry. So that
And
timeout
we're
wrapped up.
back. Looks like back alley brawl for Pepper.
Gator again for Salt. So Gator's scooting around the outside trying to find a way, but gets stuck in the middle of a whole bunch of blockers while back alley brawl sneaks through on the inside. It is the lead jammer for Pepper.
Back alley brawl has been lead jammer 67% of the time. So they have had a very, very successful day.
More often than not.
Tiptoes up that inside line, manages to get through. Gator gets pushed out on that inside line, recycled all the way back by Knight of Slam-A-Lot.
Salt was ready for back alley brawl, though, not making that easy. Ooh.
Wow, a little dip and a woo, that was fancy.
That was, I like that. A little dip through, whoa, high speed collisions,
And we have
bodies
a
everywhere.
cap pass for Salt, so now we have Dr. Gene Splicer as the jammer of record.
They were scared. They were scared of Dr. Gene Splicer coming up too
I would
quick
be
and had to
too,
call it.
actually. They're pretty tough.
We do want to thank Treadstone Mortgage and TJ Homes, Michigan-based residential mortgage lender that helps Michigan home buyers navigate FHA, VA, USDA, conventional loans, and non-conventional loans. TJ Homes is one of the top-rated realtors in Grand Rapids, helping you find properties and homes for sale. Thanks a lot, Treadstone Mortgage and TJ Homes.
There's an official timeout. It looks like Pepper was not able to field a jammer back behind the jam line prior to the jam starting. So for our newer friends, families, and just general spectators here, the jammers must be behind that jam line by the time the jam starts, and the blockers have to be in front of the jam line before the jam starts, so at the whistle. Otherwise, there's a penalty. So a captain's penalty will be assessed, and Cherry Napalm will serve that penalty on behalf of the Pepper team. There is another official timeout.
I just cleared up a little bit of communication business between our skating and non-skating officials, making sure we stay on track. Babs jamming for Fresh Pepper. Sticks for Salt.
Looks like Babs, number 4.
This is Babs' first time jamming this game.
I believe it is. Super excited to see them out.
Oh, it looks like Sticks is through the pack and is the lead jammer for Jam 13. Okay, Babs still trying to find a way around. Having to recycle back. Sticks makes it through, picking up 4 points.
Looks like 1426 going to the penalty box. Think about their choices. Ooh.
Sticks on the inside. Babs still fighting through a couple more blockers. Cherry Napalm coming up to help, making a little room for Babs.
And Babs got pushed out on that inside line by Rosie to ruin her.
Babs recycles back. Sticks fights for another scoring pass. Oh, also having a
Red 40 pushed Sticks out, and they're back in and through. Looks like the penalty box is currently clear.
We've got a forearm call here on number 4, the jammer for Pepper. Looks like Salt will start with a power jam, a TJ Holmes power jam. After this game, everybody's going to need a little twisted hot yoga to get their bodies back together, keeping Grand Raggidy skaters mobile with 3 locations in Grand Rapids, Caledonia, and Granville, offering monthly memberships and a variety of drop-in classes. That's twisted hot yoga.
And looks like we are starting on a power jam for Salt. Hannibal is jamming, and looks like Babs is serving a penalty currently.
See what Hannibal does to capitalize on this power jam position. Having a cycle back already. Miss Demolisher is still skating back to create
Ms.
as much
Demolisher
space
met
as
Hannibal
possible.
and said nope. Hannibal coming up to the pack again. Getting a little help from Fatality to try and make it through. Meeting that black wall at the top of the pack again. Babs is back on the track, meeting a very strong Salt wall.
Hannibal picking up 4 more points.
And a cap pass has happened to 1925.
Bralto.
Bralto is now jammer of record for Pepper.
Also looking to sneak by on the outside, but it takes a knee as Hannibal calls it off.
Going into Jam 15, we are Salt 180, Pepper 117. Both teams putting in a lot of work here.
Here we go, Jam 15, Gator for Salt, Aries for Pepper. Ooh, that looked neck and neck, but it looks like Aries
was called as lead. Gator just getting in front, but Aries is still lead.
Aries calls it off before Salt can grab points. We want to thank our sponsor, Nikki Blake Aesthetics, an esthetician for 15 years specializing in sugaring hair removal, custom facials and treatments, along with lash and brow services, found inside Bottega Salon on the west side of Grand Rapids. There you go. Fatality back out for Salt. And your lead jammer. Oh, a back block call on back alley brawl. So this is going to be a power jam for Fatality.
Ms. Demolisher called to the penalty box for a direction penalty. Fatality makes it through.
Fatality.
Woo! Ooh, that was a nice save by
Stays on their feet.
Fatality.
Picks up some points. Dr. Gene Splicer heads to the penalty box, along with Brat Poison. Oh, it's getting full over there.
Left in the game. This is the point of the game. Your legs are so tired. Your legs are so tired, and you're mentally tired from trying to manage all of the strategy and the chaos. And so at this point, you're just trying really, really hard to just continue to breathe, right?
That's right.
Looks like Anita spanking for Salt up against Red 40. Red 40 just glides through that pack to get lead jam for Pepper. Anita still trying to find their way through the pack, and does. Anita is out. Red flew through that pack again for 4 points.
Red is moving fast.
Anita makes it through, finds a small little space on that inside line and takes it. Jammers do not need a lot of space. If you've got like 4 inches on that inside line, you can get your skate through.
All right, Pepper's gonna try to hold back Anita. Oh, Anita makes their way through again. Red 40 still fighting. There it is. 4 points for Pepper, calling it off. Let's hear it for these skaters. A couple minutes left in this game, and they are working hard for y'all out there. Let's give it up for this freshman scrimmage. Be sure to stick around for game 2, the AB Salt and Pepper scrimmage. Some Grand Raggidy regulars, some other folks from around the area coming out to join us. Quick move by Sticks on the outside as the lead jammer.
Looks like Aries is still working to get through the pack, and meets Parking Ticket, and Parking says no. Rosie tries and catches Sticks at the end, but Sticks stays inbounds and manages to get out of the pack.
Aries makes it through. That's right, Sticks picking up 4 points.
Looks like that Salt wall is preparing to meet
Terry
Aries.
with some great offense, making room for Aries to sneak by on the outside. Multiplayer penalty on number 85 for Pepper. Back alley brawl for Pepper up against Gator for Salt. Your lead jammer is back alley brawl for Pepper. Well, this is a power jam for back alley brawl, a good way to wrap things up here. Trying to pick up as many points as possible while Gator sits in the garage bar penalty box. 4 points there to back alley brawl. Slam-a-lot coming up to make some room for back alley brawl, who scoots by with no problem. All right. Nice 8 points on the board there for back alley brawl. 49 of the points on that scoreboard are from back alley brawl so far. And it's Malabruce for Pepper on the jam line, along with Hannibal for Salt. Got some pepper rallying cries here.
The game time is out, which means we are now on jam time.
This is the final jam of the game.
Malibru's managed to stay in after a hit from
Hannibal,
Dr. Gene Splicer.
the lead jammer, Hannibal.
Bruce going up against a white wall that is still gets pushed out.
Big hit.
Hannibal
feels the wrath of Red 40.
Hannibal still pushing through. Looks like a pepper blocker getting called to the penalty box for failure to reform. Hannibal makes it out for 4 points. And the game is called.
Let's give it up.
Everybody, a huge round of applause to all of our newbie skaters. Oh my goodness.
Right, they're gonna cross some T's and dot some I's. We're gonna need team. This is one of our tricks around here, making sure to show these hardworking skaters.
To all of our spectators sitting in the chairs, come on up to this orange line here. Give a big high five to the skaters as they go around. We now have a final score of 210 Salt to 137 Pepper, but both teams put in massive amounts of effort. Congratulations to everyone.
That's right, great game, everybody. We'll have a little break in the action here, and then we'll be on to game 2 for this evening. But momentarily, we're going to hear who the most valuable players are for Salt and Pepper.
We, once pictures are over, would like to announce our most valuable jammers and blockers for both teams. Jammer. 902. Friends, we are going to start with the Salt team. We have most valuable player awards. So for most valuable jammer, we have number 40 Sticks on the Salt team. Sticks, if you could come over here, please, to the announcer table.
Sticks got lead.
Sticks, 40, got most valuable jammer. And most valuable blocker is 902 Scully. And we'll get pictures of the 4 of you. Sticks, don't go away. Come here, Sticks. For the Pepper team, most valuable blocker is 5914 Malibru's Blue. And most valuable jammer is 4-0 Back Alley Brawl. Excellent effort, friends. Really well done. Teams, thank you so much. I know we had a lot of skaters come from all over the state. I think we had like Detroit and Ann Arbor joining us, as well as some other teams. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the Freshies. Let's stretch our legs. Let's get ready for our second game here shortly. The teams are going to start to warm up. So this is Kraken signing off as your friendly neighborhood Kraken, and we'll see you in a little bit.
you see the players at their best. Whoa, solid hit.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
All right, welcome back to Grand Raggidy Roller Derby here at Jam Sports. I hope everyone had a good snack and stretched those legs, checked out our awesome vendors and the merch booth. We are ready to announce our rosters for Game 2, A and B level skaters together for Team Salt and Pepper.
Let's start with our Team Pepper rosters. Skating for Team Pepper, we are starting with 03 Flutterbat, 04 Booty Vicious, 100 Smacks, 11 Buffy the Jampire Skater, 111 Violet Maleficent, 14 Asteroid, 262 Mishka, 269 General Alarm, 31 Kisma, 5-3 Knight of Slam-A-Lot, 6-6 Booty Fett, 7-3 Bifrost, 8-9 Darth Skater, and 9-2 Cherry Napalm. Their bench staff is Psycho Vision and Sass.
Give it up for Team Pepper. And for Team Salt in the white jerseys, number 16, Hit Squeak. Number 162, Thriller Godzilla. Number 2025, Nuketown. Number 26, Bear Thrills. Number 28, Jaguar. Number 30, Edith Puncher. Number 307, Wreck-It Rose. Number 39, Scary Magdalene. Number 49, Rosie the Ruiner. Number 5, Dr. Gene Splicer. Number 86, it's Beaver Nugget. 902, Scully. 476, Red 40. Led by the duo of Mangler and Lucy Morals. Let's get ready for some roller derby action.
I think I heard somebody comment earlier that Spinelli should be renamed Raffarelli, and I'm kind of loving it.
All right, for Team Salt, starting a little further back, Thriller Godzilla is the jammer, while Buffy the Jampire Skater is the lead jammer for Pepper.
That was quick work on Buffy's part. Thrilla still working their way through the pack, meets a blocker.
Oh. We got a direction call here on the pivot for Pepper, 150.
Looks like that
100,
smacks.
sorry.
Yep. Buffy through for 4 points.
That's right.
Thrilla still working their way through the pack. Blockers doing a beautiful job of reforming.
Oh, full speed.
That
Buffy
was quite the apex jump by Buffy, and they made it.
Ran into a
Through
wall.
for another 4.
We've got a star pass to Rosie the Ruiner, the new jammer for Salt.
Looks like Buffy's asking for a little help.
Scoots
Gets
around
through.
the outside and calls it off before Rosie can make an approach to score some points.
That was a big jam for Pepper.
We also want to shout out to MetaRoot Massage and Bodywork, providing customized therapeutic massage for everybody. Specializing in medical and sport massage and offering services such as cupping, headache relief sessions, and hot stones, located in downtown Grand Rapids inside GR Strength Underground. That's MetaRoot Massage and Bodywork.
Looks like we have Bifrost jamming for Pepper and Hit Squeak jamming for Salt. Hit Squeak is out very quickly.
Very zippy squeak there.
Cap pass to Violet Maleficent. Very smart on Bifrost's.
Goal there is just to get out as fast as you can. Sometimes that means handing the star off to a teammate who's ready to go.
Sure does.
Hit Squeak calls that off.
The more pressure you can put on the opposing team, the better.
I know that I don't always make my best decisions under pressure.
Yeah, me too.
Train our bodies and our minds, though, here at Roller Derby. All right, Team Salt has Wreck-It Rose out there for the jammer.
And looks like we've got General Alarm for Pepper, and General Alarm is out very quickly.
Wreck-It Rose is on the move, though. Not going to make it go without a fight.
General Alarm calls it off very quickly. Looks like they did manage 1 point. Keeping Salt to 0.
Another shout out here to Bruised Boutique Skate Shop. Bruised Boutique is the best all things roller skate shop in the world. We're passionate about all forms of skating, meticulous about fit and love every skate we build. That's Bruised Boutique Skate Shop. If you're looking for great skates and knowing you got your foot in the right place, check out Bruised Boutique.
Looks like we've got Booty Fett jamming for Pepper, going up against
Rosie the Ruiner.
Ooh, Rosie's jamming.
Rosie's in the thick of it.
Booty's out as lead jammer. Rosie's still working their way through the pack. That Pepper wall recycling around Rosie.
Got a back luck call. Booty Fett goes to spend some time in the garage bar penalty box.
Which means Salt is on a power jam, and there was a cap pass.
Oh, that's right.
Rosie is no longer jammer of record.
Thrilla Godzilla is going to be wearing the star for Salt.
Smack's doing a good job of trying to stop Thrilla, but Thrilla got it through. And the pack is on the move.
Only 3 players
Thrilla
on
making it through.
the track for Pepper.
Thrilla meeting a fairly strong Pepper wall.
Booty back in, trying to make their way through the wall of Salt blockers. Finds a way, maybe around the side, one skate. Fancy footwork.
Last 2 blockers
There
for
it
Booty.
is.
And they are through. Looks like we have a Pepper blocker going to the box.
I believe they just came out, too. They're just going to take another seat. Thrilla Godzilla picking up another 4 points. Booty Fett coming around as well. Thrilla Godzilla quickly scooting around the outside.
I think there was like half an inch open there, and they took it, huh?
I think so.
That was
Floating,
pretty great.
Levitation was involved.
And the jam is done.
11 points to Pepper there on that one, and 8 points picked up by Salt.
Friends, if you get a chance, to make sure to check out our skater-made goods and our merchandise. We've got food, we've got snacks, we've got a food truck out there. Food truck does have vegan options as well for all of our varied diets.
A little something for everybody.
A little something for everyone. Buffy is jamming and gets out very quickly for Pepper. Hit Squeak is hot on their trail. Both jammers are out and coming up to make their scoring pass.
Quick call off, as it was a little too close for comfort with that jammer coming in hot.
It looks like Buffy did get a couple of points.
Grand Raggidy Roller Derby wears S1 helmets, the #1 helmet brand for roller derby athletes. Thanks, S1, for that sponsorship. As well as 888 and 187 killer pads, industry leaders for safety and protection. These skaters can't even get on the track without appropriate protective gear, and we're grateful for the sponsors that help keep everybody safe.
We have Bifrost jamming for Pepper, and they are out very, very quickly.
Wreck-It Rose is right on their tail.
Pack is moving. Both jammers are going to have to race to catch up. Looks like
another quick couple of points for each team there. Beaver Nugget is out there jamming for the entire state of Ohio. And the Buc-ee's franchise sponsor us. General Alarm jamming for Pepper. Having a hard time getting around Edith Puncher and Scary Magdalene right now in the back.
so. The Salt Jammer, number 86, is incredibly strong. They also do powerlifting. And
right.
so General Damager out of the pack. So I have seen Salt number 86 push an entire wall of people, like half a track.
Yep.
Incredibly strong.
Making them do what she wants.
General Damager gets pushed out at the apex. General Alarm. So sorry, friends.
Oh, we got a star pass over here to Thrilla Godzilla.
General Alarm calls it off.
This feels like some precision work going on here. Get in there, get some points, and get out.
I've noticed at some of the higher level derby, you'll see a lot shorter jams because they'll get a couple of points and then like quick call off, right? Like let's just
conserve some energy, keep the
conserve
other
energy.
team from scoring.
Absolutely.
Booty Fett for Pepper and Hit Squeak again for Salt. Looks like Booty's in the thick of it, pushing up front while Hit Squeak sneaks around the outside and becomes the lead jammer.
Ooh, that looked pretty smooth on Hit Squeak's part. And Booty hop, skip, and a jump past that last blocker.
Full speed Hit Squeak coming into the pack. Ricochets off Cherry Napalm and calls it off before Booty Fett can catch up to the pack.
And Hit Squeak did get 2 points.
Nice. Sometimes you got to slide into those points.
Yep.
Want to thank Violet Spicy Designs. If you need custom t-shirt needs, if you have custom t-shirt needs, bring your own items. Violet Spicy Designs can hook you up with good-looking apparel. Jaguar out for the Salt team. Buffy the Jampire Skater out again for Pepper. Buffy the Jampire up front, fighting it out against a few strong, salty blockers.
Well, both walls seem to be holding pretty well for right now. Those tripods look pretty good.
And Steel Beaver Nugget doing a lot of offense trying to make room, but Buffy the Jampire Skater is the one to make it through.
Jaguar hit out by Booty Vicious on that inside line.
Buffy goes right through the middle, and
that white wall just catching Buffy. Oh, Buffy got hit out and recycled back. Both jammers still working.
Mishka and Booty Vicious trying to work some offense to create some extra space for Buffy to get through. This time it works.
Buffy is through. Looks like a cat pass to Rosie the Ruiner, so they are now the jammer of record for Salt.
Rosie
Pack is very condensed right now.
It is. A lot of roller skates out there in that corner. Buffy the Vampire Skater through again for more points for Pepper. Rosie the Ruiner still trying to make it through. Pepper is not making it easy.
No. That is a tough place to be as a jammer, just grinding it out against a wall like that.
All right, that's going to be the end of jam number 9. After the game, don't forget to join us at 801 Fulton Street West at the Fulton Street Pub, where there will be food, drinks, merriment, and karaoke to celebrate this awesome athletic triumph in our community coming together to support this wonderful sport of roller derby here in Grand Rapids.
We have Hit Squeak jamming for Salt going up against Bifrost for Pepper. Bifrost is your lead jammer. Hit Squeak still working. Ooh, little hop, skip, and a jump on that inside line, but they got pushed out, so recycled back. Now Hit Squeak is through.
Okay. Just a quick reset and zoomed on through as Bifrost is struggling to make it through on this second pass, but calls it before Hit Squeak can grab those points.
Bifrost picking up 3 more on that last pass.
Got a timeout here. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight at Jam Sports. It's really great that we see so much support in this community for roller derby. If you're watching these skaters out here and you're thinking, I want to get myself on some skates and out there and ref, or I want to get out there and play this game, there's always new basic training opportunities. Go to grandraggidy.com to find out. You can have never been on skates before, and they will teach you what you need to know to get up safely on skates to learn the game of roller derby. It's a great community to be a part of, so if you or someone you know are interested, definitely hop on over to grandraggidy.com for more information about the next round of basic training. All right, here we are, Jam 11 underway. Thrilla Godzilla for Team Salt up against Jammer Booty Fett for Pepper. Booty Fett just skipping off blockers towards the front of the pack. Thrilla Godzilla's trying to sneak around the back, having to recycle back. Booty Fett finally out of the pack and is the lead jammer for Pepper. We go. Booty Fett calls it off as Thrilla makes an approach.
2 more points for Pepper.
All right, here we go. Jam number 12, Wreck-It Rose for the team in the white jerseys, Salt. The black jerseys, Pepper. Mishka is out as the lead jammer. Wreck-It Rose struggling to get around the Pepper blockers.
Oh. Mishka makes quick work of that.
A little star pass fake there as, Regger Rose gets a track cut call and will spend some time in the penalty box, giving Pepper and Mishka an opportunity for a garage bar or a TJ Holmes power jam. Mishka on the inside, picking up 4 points.
Mishka getting a little help from her Pepper teammates for some offense there to make it through basically untouched.
That's right. Last second, Pepper really showed up to break up that salt tripod. Mishka up the middle, falls down, right back up. Sneaks around on the outside, picking up 4 more points.
Mishka got a little help from Flutterbat there to get through. That was good on Flutterbat's.
Regger Rose back up here with Slam a Lot, and Booty Vicious having to cycle back after getting knocked out of bounds.
Booty Vicious says no thank you.
Booty Vicious putting whole body into making sure that Regger Rose cannot pass.
Flutterbat catching Wreck-It Rose. Excellent job by Flutterbat, Booty Vicious. Everybody's playing some really great offense and defense here.
There's
a lot going on.
Strategy and good communication going on.
Quick footwork. I'm seeing a lot of very quick feet tonight too.
Let's hear for that 20-point jam that Mishka just put down for Pepper.
20 points. We've got, looks like Bear jamming for Salt. And General Alarm for Pepper. General Alarm getting towards the top of the pack, but that Salt wall just reforms.
Bear Thrills.
General Alarm is out.
Bear Thrills trying to find a way through. Passes the star to Thrilla Godzilla. The new jammer for Salt. Up against Snacks and Cherry Napalm.
Thrilla Godzilla making good use of like those 45 angle cuts to get through back and forth through the pack.
It looked like a game of ping pong or pinball over here.
General Alarm calls it off quickly before Thrilla can get some points. Who we got out there? Looks like Jaguar going up against Buffy, the Jampire skater. Jaguar says, "Arr." Both jammers working their way through.
Taking a route right up the middle, both of them. Oh, but on the outside.
Buffy is
the
through.
Jampire skater finds a way.
I'm always impressed by the amount of athleticism that all of our skaters have.
Absolutely.
And just the sheer physicality of it all.
Buffy and Splicer laughing as they fall on top of each other and get up to live another day.
And the jam called off by Buffy.
Okay, don't miss Hoodies in about 10 minutes, coming back for another halftime performance for y'all. Some K-pop dance crew coming at you soon.
We have Bifrost for Pepper lining up against Hit Squeak for Salt. Both very quick jammers. They've both gotten out fairly quickly in this game so far, but currently being contained. Looks like the walls have adjusted to them and are prepared. Hit Squeak attempted a little hop, skip, and a jump, didn't quite make it through.
Bifrost. Oh, Bifrost was struggling at the back and then just pops through on the inside. It is the lead jammer.
Flutterbat and Flutterbat and Asteroid both catching Hit Squeak. Still being held. Bifrost has met a salt wall, and they're
Oh, we've got a star pass here on Salt. Red 40 is the new jammer for Salt.
looks like both jammers met their walls and are kind of currently being held.
Bit of a standstill here. Corner 4. Doesn't feel that way to them as they put their whole bodies and muscles into it. Oh, we got a penalty called here.
Asteroid for Pepper going to the box for a direction. Ooh, Red 40 pushed out, tracked all the way back by Flutterbat.
Taking a second to regroup, make another approach.
And jammer and opposing pivot shake hands there. That was excellent work.
If you're feeling snacky, 616 Kebab is out there with vegan, vegetarian friendly food, Mediterranean food for Grand Rapids here with halal meals, harder burgers, bowls, sandwiches, quality stuff.
General Alarm is jamming for Pepper.
But Thrilla Godzilla is the lead jammer.
That was quick.
Absolutely was.
General Alarm is out as well. Thrilla Godzilla coming into that pack very, very quickly and able to make it through fairly easily.
All right, Thrilla Godzilla calls it off.
General Alarm did get some help from their friends though and managed to clear space to get through and pick up 4 points.
Maybe a little late of a call off there to stop those points from ending up on the board.
Yeah.
It happens. There's a lot going on.
It happens. Thanks again to our track crew for keeping everybody safe.
All right, Buffy the Jampire skater jamming for Pepper, and Wreck-It Rose out there for Salt.
Wreck-It Rose getting pushed out by Darth and Booty Vicious. Buffy out.
As your lead jammer. There's Wreck-It Rose making her way through.
Looks like that salt wall has caught Buffy. And she calls it off.
Some good defense there. Salt holding back Buffy just long enough for Pepper to come around and have the need to call it off. Hit squeak for Salt. Booty Fett jamming for Pepper. And Booty Fett is your lead jammer. Whew. Some quick moves by Hit Squeak, though. Sneaks around Mishka and is out of the pack as well. Booty Fett running into Beaver Nugget and Bear Thrills. Laughter ensues. Hit Squeak flies through the air. Booty making another scoring pass. Scary taking Booty out of bounds. Hit Squeak still fighting through. Finds a way almost around the outside. Has to cycle back.
Booty flies through that pack very quickly.
A little zigging, a little zagging.
As a blocker, it's really hard to predict when a jammer comes in that way, kind of weaving and quickly. It's tough to catch them. Booty coming around for another scoring pass.
Okay, we got a star pass to Bear Thrills. It's going to put a little pressure on. Oh, and just inside. Booty heads to the penalty box for Pepper as Bear Thrill continues on as the new jammer for Salt. Tiptoeing on the inside line to stay in bounds as Beaver Nugget tries to come up and help, but Flutterbat was not going to make that easy. Pepper
Bear
just makes a cocoon around Salt.
Yes.
Not
yep.
letting Bear make it through.
Pepper doing a phenomenal job of continuously reforming around Bear to catch them again and again.
That's going to be nap time, everybody. Quick nap. You'll be right back. Just kidding. Everybody just looks like they could use a rest. Got you excited. Sorry about that, Flutterbat. A few more minutes till halftime.
Yeah, those 2-minute jams as a jammer when they just continuously reform around you.
And then you've been, for a minute and a half, you've been a blocker grinding it out, and then all of a sudden you have to sprint and try to be a jammer.
You
That's
literally watch the soul leave your body. You really do. So we're starting off
for a momentary Thrilla Godzilla power jam, but Booty is back on the track.
But it was just enough to give Thrill a lead.
Just enough.
You know, you don't always need a big, long, you just need a moment.
Booty has, past the star to Buffy the Vampire Skater. Thrilla Godzilla is cruising around for another scoring pass.
Looks like both blocking walls setting up.
Thrilla flies through the air and calls it off.
But Buffy managed to pick up 3 points.
3 points to Pepper on that one. 4 to Salt. Looks like Jaguar out there for Salt. General Alarm for Pepper.
General Alarm runs up that inside line and is your lead jammer for this one. Jam number 20.
Violet Maleficent in the penalty box for Pepper.
General Alarm pushed out, calls it off before Jaguar can hit that pack and score any points.
Few points for Pepper on that one. Looks like Bear Thrills caught her breath and is out there to jam for Salt, while Bifrost is back at it for Pepper.
Looks like both jammers still testing those walls.
Yep, slow start as they are all working together to hold folks back.
And Bear is your lead jammer for Salt. Bifrost still working. Cat pass to Mishka.
Bear Thrills through the middle, hauls it off. 4 Mishka can score. Three points for Salt.
Looks like we have Buffy the Jampire Slayer going up against Thrilla Godzilla.
This is going to be the last. Whoa! Yep. Looks like Rosie the Ruiner is
going to the penalty box for that one.
Somebody.
Thrilla meeting last couple of blockers. Buffy the Jampire Slayer is your lead jammer.
Thrilla Godzilla is making sure that Buffy is not going to pick up too many points, but it looks like Thrilla might have grabbed a couple on that one as well.
Yeah, looks like Thrilla picked up 3.
Nice. All right, that's going to be intermission. The first half is finished. 116 to 43. Pepper over Salt.
Giving it just a minute to make sure that it's official. There it is, friends, our official end to the first half. We are going to have Hoodies join us again for this halftime.
Can one of y'all grab the waters? All right, our K-pop crew coming back to perform for y'all again. All right, folks, let's give it up for Hoodies, our K-pop dance crew, coming to give you a performance for your entertainment, a little more practice as they plan to head to Korea for a tournament. They're trying to raise some money to take this program worldwide. Right, give it up for Hoodies. One more time. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming out, showing us your moves. We'll have more Derby in about 7 minutes. Grab some snacks, check out some merch, check out our vendors, stretch those legs. Thanks for being here. right, welcome back. Period 2 of the AB scrimmage, Salt versus Pepper.
Is that Cherry Bomb I see lining up as a jammer? That might be Cherry. Woo! There's Cherry up against
Hit Squeak.
Hit Squeak. Good times, friends.
We're underway, first jam of the second period. Cherry is out as the lead jammer.
Cherry is lead jammer.
Hit Squeak a little hung up and gets knocked out of bounds, has to recycle. Cherry's gonna try to come around and pick up some points here for
Hit
Pepper.
Squeak tiptoes up that inside line and is now out. Cherry calls it off before Hit Squeak can score.
Some of these folks have been playing derby for a long time tonight. Let's give them some love out here. Keep that energy flowing to these skaters.
Woo! Looks like Violet Maleficent.
Thrilla Godzilla starting back and trying to pick up some momentum to break on through the other side.
Violet pushed out on the in and having to be recycled back. Thrilla almost out of the pack,
Yep.
but a pepper wall caught Thrilla. Looks like we have a Salt blocker spending some time in the penalty box. Violet Maleficent makes it out.
There's Thrilla Godzilla breaking through. Violet sneaking through on the outside.
That was slick.
Unscathed.
Thrilla coming up
Right
very quickly.
Full speed through the middle, trying to grab those points before too late. Let's see what they get. A few points, 3 points to the white jerseys, 4 points to the black jerseys.
We have Buffy lining up against Wreck-It Rosie.
That's right. It's like Buffy is out of the pack. Buffy the Jampire Skater is your lead jammer for Pepper.
And looks like we have a clear penalty box, so we have full packs on the track. Wreck-It Rosie gets hit out, has to recycle back in. Buffy made it through for 4 points.
Wreck-It Rose still trying to break through.
That is a tough Pepper wall, holding very strong. Flutterbat pushes Wreck-It Rosie out. Rosie pushing Booty Vicious at the top of the pack.
Quite a pile up of Gene Splicer and Buffy the Jampire Slayer. They're back on their feet.
Wreck-It Rosie finally makes it past Boots. Buffy calls it off before Wreck-It Rosie can hit that pack again and score more points. Going into jam number 4. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends and family, on this beautiful Saturday evening. And thanks to all of the skaters that came from large swaths of Michigan and possibly beyond to come join us and play derby on a Saturday night. Any night you're playing derby is a good night.
That is true. We got Hit Squeak for Salt and Bifrost for Pepper as the jammers on the track.
Both jammers still working their lines. Those walls holding. Bifrost getting a little help from Smacks to try and get past those last couple of salt blockers.
We got a cut call here. We got Scully heading to the penalty box for salt. We've had a star pass to
Jaguar
for salt. As Bifrost.
Hitsqueak tried to take Bifrost out. Bifrost stayed in bounds and calls it off. Looks like we have General Alarm going up against Thriller Godzilla. Thriller getting a little momentum.
Thriller seems to like start a little further back to get that speed up.
But General Alarm made it through first.
There's a sad trumpet over there.
That seems a little judgy, don't you think?
I think a sad trumpet with happy intent.
Ooh! Big apex jump by Thriller Godzilla to try to get a couple of last-minute points, and they do.
I did not know Thriller Godzilla could fly, but it happened right before my eyes.
It did happen right before your eyes. Looks like we have Violet Maleficent.
Wreck-It Rose. Wreck-It Rose is the lead jammer for Salt. Well, Violet scoots around the outside and is in pursuit.
I love that Violet's braids match her skirt shorts. On their right side, they have these beautiful, like, neon yellow braids, kind of greeny.
I think I saw our vendor over there.
Yeah, it's one of our vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got this amazing vendor that comes in and does braids for some of our skaters.
That's right. Wreck-It Rose calls it and then calls it again to make sure that everybody knows it's been called. Line changes. And that's always where the jam starts.
Looks like we have Jaguar lining up for Salt against Cherry Napalm for Pepper. Both jammers testing their walls to see if they can find an opening, and Cherry is out as lead jammer. Flutterbat still holding Jaguar, pushes them out on that inside line.
So far, that's 100% lead jammer rate for every time Cherry Napalm has jammed so far this game.
And Jaguar is out. Cherry calls it off strategically. Cherry did pick up 4 points for Pepper there. Hey, Knight of Slam-A-Lot. Hitsqueak and Bifrost lining up as the two jammers for this jam. Trade a little fist bump there because they both know they've been putting in the work.
Bifrost sneaking through the inside. One more blocker to go.
And Bifrost is out as lead jammer. That was fantastic. Ooh, and did you see Hitsqueak get out there?
Hitsqueak is moving fast. Woo, woo. Whoa. Did a little dance for us. Hitsqueak's put on a show.
Hit Squeak's got some fancy feet.
That's true. Quick feet, quick moves. Whoa! There's been a star pass to Thrilla Godzilla for Salt, as Bifrost is a little hung up behind Edith Puncher and the gang. Red 40. Whoa! Stopping while going that fast seems terrifying to me, and that's why I'm sitting behind this table and not on roller skates.
True story. Thrilla did manage to pick up a couple of points there. Both teams picked up 3 points in that last jam.
Buffy the Jampire Skater and Beaver Nugget face off at the jam line. But Buffy makes quick work of it and is the lead jammer for Pepper.
And Ann is out of the pack, moving quickly. Beaver Nugget, sorry.
And scoots by on the inside, untouched. Well, Buffy, runs into a little trouble, but makes it through without too much trouble. Calls off the jam before Beaver Nugget can pick up more points. 8-point jam for Buffy the Jampire Slayer. 4 points for Beaver Nugget. Smacks at the jam line for Pepper, and Bear Thrills hot off the line. Runs into Booty Fat. Oh, making room for Smacks to slide on by.
Bear almost made it out, but Booty
does not
met
want
them.
to let Bear get by.
No. Booty was like, absolutely not.
Smacks makes a scoring pass there. Coming around again.
Booty finally making it out of the pack. All smiles.
Having kind words, I'm sure, to say to her friend Booty. Smacks makes it through again for another 4-point scoring pass.
You know, the fun thing about these mixed scrimmages and playing against your own teammates and friends is that you hit equally hard, but you're all laughing on the track, right? As you're beating each other into a pulp.
Good times.
Booty pushing that Pepper wall forward. Smacks makes it through again. This is a big jam for Smacks. 16 points so far for them. Booty stuck behind a very strong wall. Bear stuck behind a very strong wall. Sorry, friend.
We got a star pass to Thrilla Godzilla, though. The Bear Thrilla Godzilla. Whoa, that's quite the mashup of names. Looks like it was meant to be. All right, Smacks looking to catch their breath.
Oh, big apex attempt. Yep. Didn't quite make it.
A little rough landing, but did take flight. Thrilla Godzilla in the air again.
That was at least 24 inches off of the ground.
That was 2 minutes of skating very quickly.
That was 2 minutes.
I'm
sure
impressed.
was.
It's going to be
and we have an official review.
Yeah, we got a timeout here.
Looks like the Salt team is calling this official review.
Mangler means business. Once again, just want to thank all of our awesome sponsors that make things happen. GR Strength Underground, Active Life Chiropractic, Kyrgyz Insurance, Hulse Jepson Physical Therapy, Stefan and Avery Attorneys at Law, The Garage Bar, TJ Homes. It takes a village to make sport like this happen in your town. Thanks. So support all these businesses. Continue to support your local roller derby team. Find a way that you can get involved in at grandraggidy.com. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Keep in touch for our upcoming games.
Our next home game after this one, I believe, is in September. And we also, if you're interested in learning how to skate, Grand Raggedy is putting on a basic training starting in September.
Awesome. Yeah, basic training is a great way to just kind of see if derby is for you. Learn about the game before you put on skates, learn basic safety skills and what it takes to get involved.
If you don't know how to skate, that's okay. They'll teach you.
There's gear to borrow, and it smells really good.
I mean, it's not terrible. It does get washed regularly.
If you want to relive this action, we do live stream our games, and also you can watch them after the fact on YouTube. With timestamps. We have some serious videography going on, some behind-the-scenes work over here. The Fulton Street Pub Kitchen will be open until midnight tonight. Karaoke is going to get started around 9 o'clock. There's going to be some non-alcoholic beverage options as well as yummy foods.
Yeah, their food is really good.
Yeah, if you like good bar food, you can't go wrong.
And it's in a nice part of town, too, where parking isn't impossible or, $25 to park.
That is true.
So if you're looking for a place to hang, Fulton Street Pub is the place tonight.
Bear Thrills will probably sing a song.
Probably Disney.
From your favorite Disney shows.
Booty Fett will probably be up there with them. Your friendly announcer in training, Sam, may be there, and they might sing too. Looks like our official review is over. Unsure what was being discussed, but we are now back in play with Violet Maleficent jamming for Pepper, going up against Hitsqueak for Salt.
Violet Maleficent up front, a couple blockers. Edith, just sneaks around Edith and is the lead jammer for Pepper.
Hitsqueak still working that wall.
We've got a star pass to Red 40 as the new jammer for Salt in the white jerseys.
And now Hitsqueak has turned into a blocker, and they pushed Violet out and tracked them back.
Doing it all.
Violet calls it off.
This is like, no way, I'm not following you this time. I'm not falling for that one this time, Hitsqueak. One more point for Pepper on that jam. Got about 15 minutes left in the second half.
We have Buffy the Jampire Slayer going up against Jaguar. The box is clear, so we have full packs on the track. Pack is moving.
Buffy gets knocked out of bounds and has to recycle. As Jaguar still looks for a way through, scoots on by.
Gets a little help from Ann.
That's right. Ann's bouncing from one side of the track to the other here, helping out a teammate and then making.
Jaguar calls it off.
Thrilla Godzilla on the floor, jamming for Salt, while Bifrost is.
Thrilla
Pepper,
Godzilla is out as lead jammer. Quick cat pass to Smacks.
Four points to Thrilla Godzilla, and then it gets called off. Not sure if you're allowed to give the opposing jammer noogies.
You're absolutely allowed to give the opposing jammer a noogie.
Hit squeak. It
Woo!
was the powered up hit squeak to take that lead jam position. Violet is out of the pack as well.
Hit Squeak manages to stay in after a pretty big hit.
Hit Squeak was living up to their name and really putting a shoulder into it.
So, fun fact about Hit Squeak, they have managed to optimize physics, and when she levels that shoulder into you, you really kind of regret having put yourself in that position to take a Hit Squeak shoulder.
It does not look pleasant.
It's not great, no. No.
Mishka at the jam line for Pepper with Wreck-It Rose for Salt. I think it's going to be Mishka as your lead jammer.
Wreck-It Rose still trying to make it through the pack. And a cap. No cap pass yet. Mishka makes it through for 4 points.
That's right. Mishka has made it out as the lead jammer 100% of the times that they were at the jam line. So far, put 24 points on the scoreboard for Pepper.
Another 4 points for Mishka.
Wreck-It Rose still up against the formidable Pepper blockers. Darth Skater and Flutterbat over there with smacks.
And a big hit by
easy.
Flutterbat to Dr. Gene Splicer, who is now the jammer of record for Salt. Splicer trying to make their way through and past those blockers. Flutterbat just doing a phenomenal job of holding them, along with Darth Skater and Booty.
Had a little skate malfunction out here as one of the skater lost the toe stop and had to clear the track a little bit. While Salt also has another player in the
We've got a player in the box, and we've got Mishka continuing to make laps.
Dr. Gene Splicer coming back, trying to find a way through.
Calling a low block on the Salt blocker, Rosie the Ruiner.
Edith heads to the penalty box.
And that very long, very grindy 2-minute jam has been called.
Big 20-point jam from Mishka. I believe Mishka actually put 20 points together for each jam, putting 40 points on the board between 2 jams for Pepper.
Ooh.
Big moves, Mishka. Bear Thrills and Bifrost at the jam line. Bear Thrills.
Bear powers through that pack straight up the middle.
There's a lot more space between the jammers and the blockers that time, so there was some speed involved there.
And Bifrost was able to get out as well.
Bear Thrills on the move through the middle. Looking for a little help from Beaver Nugget.
Bear Thrills is through for 4 points.
Bifrost makes a way for 4 points for Pepper. Bear Thrills goes one way and then the other, calls it as Bifrost makes another approach. Six points on the board for Salt, 4 for Pepper.
Looks like we have Buffy the Jampire Skater lining up with Hitsqueak. Both walls preparing to start the jam.
Yeah, Scary Magdalene heads to the penalty box, breaking one rule or another.
Both jammers are racing.
Is the lead jammer, but Buffy the Jampire Skater is right there. It's a race to the finish, and Hitsqueak calls it off as, well, Buffy got close and personal. We just got a timeout here for a little medical concern. All right, we're going to have to sub in the penalty box here. Someone gets their bodily fluid stopped from leaking out of their face.
Welcome to Derby. It doesn't happen super often.
That's my wife, everybody.
Doesn't happen super often, but yeah, bloody noses are not.
It's going to be an official timeout.
Not uncommon. And we're back after a little medical moment with Jaguar going up against General Alarm.
Jam 18 here. About 7 minutes left on the clock of this game. Oh, looks like General Alarm finds a way. Oh, we got a lead jammer here for Pepper. And Beaver Nugget O'Steele heads to the penalty box as Bear Thrill steps in.
There has been a cap pass Wreck-It Rose is now the jammer of record for Salt.
Ooh.
General Alarm flies through. Wreck-It Rose still trying to get past those Pepper blockers.
Pepper's not making it easy.
No, Flutterbat, Darth Skater, and Mishka seem to be a formidable wall.
General Alarm, 4 more points for Pepper. Beaver Nugget back in action. Ooh, got a low block call on
General Alarm.
General Alarm's going to head to the penalty box.
It is now a power jam for Salt. Wreck-It Rose.
He's going to have about 30 seconds to see what they can do to put some points on the board for Salt.
Which is about what's left in this jam.
That's right. Rose cycling back, looking a little tired. This has been a long jam, hard fought.
This has been a long game. Just really grindy, excellent holding walls in general, and lots of recycling.
All right, that's going to wrap that jam up. 12 points on the board for Pepper, 4 points to Salt.
For jam number 19, we've got Bifrost and Thrilla Godzilla.
All right, your lead jammer is Thrilla Godzilla for Salt. Bifrost moving quick on Thrilla Godzilla's tail. Big jump, big points.
Woo, that was quite the apex jump.
There's that. Godzilla taking flight once again. Bifrost scooting by on the inside for 4 points as well. Directly into the mix, Thrilla Godzilla this time. A little pinballing off the Pepper blockers. Calling it off as Bifrost comes up against the Salt blockers. Hit Squeak in the white jersey, jamming for Salt. Violet Maleficent for Pepper. Hit Squeak on the outside, skipping along to the lead jam position.
And a quick cat pass to Booty. Booty is now your lead jammer for Pepper.
Not lead, just the jammer.
Oh, just the jammer, thank you.
We can hear the Booty Fett Jug Band playing loud and clear with their cowbell and their trumpet over there.
Booty's always got a great cheering section.
True. I hear they do weddings and bar mitzvahs, the Booty Fett Jug Band. 4 points to the team in the white jerseys and 4 points to Pepper as well. Wreck-It Rose out there for Salt and Buffy the Jampire Skater for Pepper. Wreck-It Rose in the middle of all of the blockers from Pepper. Looks like Buffy trying to find a way around the outside of the Salt Jammers in the back. kind of at a standstill over here. As, ooh, Buffy the Jampire Skater making a move on the outside. And gets through as the lead jammer.
Wreck-It Rose gets recycled all the way back. Meets Smacks and Mishka. Now we've got Darth, Smacks, and Flutter Bat holding Wreck-It Rose. That is a tough wall to jam against.
It's like we're back in the same position of immovable blockers. Oh, but Buffy, yep, Buffy goes down but pops back up. Okay, 4 points on that pass for Buffy. Wreck-It Rose knocked out of bounds, recycling. Looking for a little help here. We have a star pass to Jaguar. Jaguar is up against Darth and Flutter and Smacks now. Trying to find a way through. Buffy's stuck in the back here with Red 40 and Edith. Or I'm sorry, Rosie the Ruiner.
Looks like our penalty box is clear again.
That's right, Jaguar makes it out for Salt.
The pack continues to roll, and
the clock runs out as Buffy the Jampire Skater calls it off.
friends, this has been a grindy, grindy game. Let us give a big round of applause to all of the skaters.
Let's hear it for these skaters. All right.
A huge thank you to all of our officials, skating and non-skating, and to all of our volunteers that help make Derby happen. The official score is 99. Friends, if you'd like to line up on the line and give the skaters a big high five, I am also going to wait to hear from the coaches. The coaches are going to let me know who your most valuable jammer and blocker is from each team, so we will announce those very shortly.
Thanks so much to all of our vendors. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you folks for spending your Saturday evening with us. If the fun doesn't feel like it should end here, join us at Fulton Street Pub for the after party, a little karaoke.
If we could please get Pepper Team's most valuable jammer and blocker. Hey, Psycho, hello.
All right, well, we're going to do the most... After this group photo, we're going to give out the awards for most valuable jammer and blocker for each team.
The diaphragm. Is there a team I should start with or no?
That's good.
Okay.
All right, so the most valuable jammer for Team Pepper is General Alarm. Yes. The most valuable blocker for Team Pepper is Mishka. Now we're going to move on to Team Salt. The most valuable jammer for Team Salt is Wreck-It Rose. Congratulations. And the most valuable blocker for Team Salt is going to be a Beaver Nugget.
All right, thanks y'all for coming out and having a great night with us. We'll see you next time. This is Prince Loogie signing off.
Congratulations to all of our skaters. Thanks everyone for coming from all corners of Michigan. This is your friendly neighborhood Kraken. Good night, everyone.